This guy in the chat's writing, he says, hey, coach, I'm dating this woman. It was great for about 3 months. She pulled away. I panicked and ended it. We got back together a week later. Then she broke up with me not too long after that. We still hang out occasionally and hook up. Should I stick with it or move on? All right. So you guys are going to get a little bit of advanced class tonight. All right. So here's the thing, guy, is that whatever reason you guys broke up, I don't know, she pulled away. So then you broke up with her, which I don't recommend you doing. If you feel a woman pulling away, you can just mirror that and give her space and time, and then she'll eventually come back to you and you're still in a relationship. What it sounds like now is you broke up with her, she got butthurt, so she allowed herself to get back with you, so then she could also break up with you, so she feels like she has the upper hand. It's stupid, but sometimes women do that, all right? So here's the thing, though. So you guys, though, are still hooking up, right? Here's the mistake most guys make, is that they assume if I'm hooking up with her and hanging out with her still, then it means that we're still in a relationship, and I need to talk about that to make sure that's where we're at. And I need to have a serious discussion about, hey, we're still hooking up. We're still hanging out. We should talk about what this means, and if this means that we're still in a relationship or not. Don't do that. Like, don't shoot yourself in the foot. I always say women should be the ones to come to you to ask about a relationship, regardless of the situation. So you're in a situation now where you guys are just hooking up and hanging out. Dude, you're good. What that probably means on her end is that she needs this to feel like less pressure than it has been, because the fact that she pulled away means that you were applying way too much pressure. So now she's in a scenario where she feels like she can come and go as she pleases. If she wants to hang out with you, great. But if not, you're not in a relationship and it's not official. But the secret is that women want to feel like that all the time. Like, even when women are in an actual boyfriend, girlfriend relationship with you, they still want to feel as though you are allowing her to come and go as please. And when you're not doing that, and you're forcing her to hang out with you, and you're forcing her to spend time, and you're forcing these hookups, that makes it feel like stress, and that makes her second guess whether she wants to continue to stay in the situation. So you're in a good situation now. You're hanging out, you're hooking up. Ideally, you're having fun with each other. Ideally, you're not trying to do these nonstop text marathons between dates. Where you're at is you're basically back to month 2. I tell you guys, it takes a woman 2 to 3 months to solidify her feelings. At that point, she'll make you the boyfriend. What's happened here is you've gone back to month 2 where she's feeling you again, but she's not quite sure she's ready for a relationship. At the point that she's ready, she will come back to you again and say, hey, so we've been hooking up and hanging out for a while. And so I know we're not really, we don't have titles or any labels anymore like that. But you know what? Like, I mean, I thought about, like, if you wanted to be in a situation, like, maybe that could be a thing, but what do you think? Until that happens, don't bring it up. Just enjoy the hooking up, enjoy the hanging out. There's no harm, no foul. You guys aren't anything super serious. So if you want to, you could be potentially still going after other women, but not telling her about it. Because women need to have the feel that you can get other women without having to have it directly thrown in their face that you're actually seeking out other women. So don't have that conversation. But yeah, keep things where they're at. And then if she brings up she wants to be in something and you decide you want to do that, great. But then when that happens, this is where you go into negotiation. She'll say, oh, so I think we should be something again. You can say, okay, well, that's great. So, like, if we're going to do that, because, I don't want to, like, have another breakup because I think this could be a thing. But, like, what are some things that we need to do to make sure this is going to be, be more stable? And you could talk about, some of the things that you would need more to really make this a thing. You can listen to her and say, well, what things that she would need, and then come to an understanding and say, okay, great. Well, you know what? If we're trying to get back together, let's test it out for a couple of months. Let's test out calling this thing a relationship again and just see how it goes. When you answer like that, it makes you look less pressed, which makes her feel like she still has to work to make sure that she's going to keep you, but also it's less pressure on her, which means this whole thing is still her choice to come and go. So take it like that. You's a bad boy, but you can't stop, won't stop. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high-class man. You a high-class man. You a high-earning, high-value, high-class man. You a high